Give your sister your penthouse as a wedding gift, my father declared into the mic before 200 guests. I froze. Then a stranger stood and said, touch her assets again, and you'll lose yours. The hall fell silent. The microphone feedback pierced through the Grand Meridian Ballroom. My father's voice boomed to 200 expectant faces. Emily has been so generous over the years. I know she'll want to give her penthouse to Paige and Desmond as their wedding gift. My wine glass stopped halfway to my lips. The penthouse I'd scraped together every penny for at 29. The one I bought after 80-hour weeks at Morgan Stanley, living in a studio with a hot plate for 3 years. That penthouse. Dad, we should discuss this privately. His face darkened. There's nothing to discuss. Family takes care of family. I stood slowly. The penthouse isn't available. It's my home. Don't embarrass yourself, Emily, he snapped. I already told everyone. You told everyone something that wasn't yours to tell. I worked for that property. I earned it. Mom interjected. We paid for your education. We gave you opportunities. The partial scholarship paid for most of my state school. My part-time jobs covered the rest. But facts had never mattered in the Mercer family hierarchy. Paige's smile cracked. You're being selfish. I'm your sister. Then buy your own place? I said. Desmond's a dentist. You can afford something nice. Not like yours, Paige snapped. There it was. She didn't need my penthouse. She wanted it because it was mine. Dad walked toward me. We'll discuss this after the party. You made the scene when you announced a decision I never agreed to. Several guests gasped. Don't speak to your father that way, Mom hissed. After everything we've sacrificed. What did you sacrifice? The question came out sharp. Paige got the college fund, the car, the house in Westchester. I got lectures about independence while being your personal piggy bank. The ballroom went silent. Then a voice cut through the tension. Touch her assets again, and you'll lose yours. Every head swiveled. A man stood in the back, tall, broad-shouldered, charcoal suit, cold blue eyes. I'd never seen him before. Who the hell are you? Dad demanded. Lucas Winters, Emily's attorney. I most definitely didn't have an attorney named Lucas Winters, but he was standing before my father with a smile that could freeze lava. This is a family matter, Dad said. It became a legal matter when you attempted to coerce your daughter into surrendering property she legally owns. Lucas pulled out his phone. I have recordings. The $20,000 you borrowed from her savings for Paige's wedding and never repaid? The investment opportunity that was really your friend's failing restaurant? Dad's face went pale. That's enough. Any further attempts will result in restraining orders. I also have documentation that will interest the IRS regarding certain unreported income. Mom made a strangled sound. Enjoy your party, Lucas said. Then he looked at me. Miss Mercer, your car is waiting. I grabbed my clutch and walked past my parents. Aunt Valerie squeezed my hand. Uncle Stanley raised his champagne glass. Outside, Lucas opened a Mercedes door for me. Blocks later, I turned to him. Who are you really? Lucas Winters, corporate attorney, and Desmond's cousin. He glanced at me. Desmond told me about this ambush yesterday. I told him to stop it. He didn't, so I came prepared. You had recordings? No, he admitted with a laugh, but they didn't know that. People with secrets assume everyone knows them. I thought about Dad's cash business, the payment apps with no paper trails. You're observant. I'm paid to be. My sister went through something similar. By the time she asked for help, she'd given them everything. His jaw tightened. I swore I'd never watch someone else get backed into that corner. We pulled up to my building. You didn't fold. That takes strength. Thank you for all of it. You need actual legal protection. I can draft it. No charge. Why? Because someone should have done it for her. And because you're worth fighting for. 6 months later, I stood on my balcony at sunrise, Lucas's arm around my waist. The penthouse was still mine. My new job at Bennett and Associates paid 40% more. My family was slowly learning boundaries. Paige had even called to apologize after therapy. Mom invited me to Thanksgiving, Lucas said. Tell her yes, I said, but we're staying at a hotel. And if anyone mentions my penthouse or asks for money, we're leaving immediately. He kissed my head. Fair terms. The sun painted the city gold. Thank you for standing up when I couldn't. You stood up fine. I just made sure you didn't stand alone. The Mercer family taught me what family shouldn't be. Lucas taught me what it could be.